Odessa College has developed a template that is in use with all of our online courses through Blackboard. This template incorporates the Odessa College logo and color scheme to thoroughly brand the institution across all of our Blackboard courses online. In addition to this institutional branding, the template has allowed us to ensure that all of our online courses adhere to quality standards that have been identified. The template also allows us to ensure that our students only need to learn one system of navigation to maneuver through all of the courses that are available through Blackboard. When the template loads, you'll notice that there is a navigation panel on the left-hand side that includes links to announcements, faculty information, coursework, my grades, communication, and OC resources. This is always going to be in this order, and the first page that loads is always going to be announcements. Within the announcement page, the instructor can create announcements that are disseminated to all students within the course, and as you can see in my example here, I've created a welcome announcement that provides a quick overview of where everything is located in my course. So basically, this is an overview of the navigation panel over here. This allows me to feel confident that my students are going to be able to maneuver through my course, whether they're taking their first Blackboard course at Odessa College or whether they've taken several courses through Blackboard. Under the faculty information link, your students will find a page that has information about you, their instructor, including your contact information. So it's very important that this information is kept up to date. Under course information, your students will find a link to their course syllabus and some other important stuff. We have a placeholder for a welcome video here, and this again is just a general placeholder, so this can be deleted, but we encourage all of our instructors to create a video that welcomes them to the course or introduces the instructor to the students. This could be a really meaningful form of contact for your students because as this isn't a face-to-face class, your students don't ever have the opportunity to see your face or hear your voice. And this can be a way that your students can get an idea of what your personality is like. Think of that first class day in a face-to-face class when you walk into the classroom and you spend a few minutes telling them about yourself, telling them about your background, talking about why you are where you are right now and why you think that the course is important. What is it that you tell those students that makes them want to come back the next class day? You can take that same information and create a video and put it out here in this course information area for your online students to really start that engagement with the students. Now the syllabus is a required element, and much of the syllabus is already pre-populated with information such as links to student services and Odessa College policies. But you will need to go through and read through it and make sure that each section that needs to be customized for you or for your course is up to date for each course that you're teaching. Notice that this faculty information that loads first is exactly the same as this faculty information we saw over here. Well, that's because this information actually lives in the syllabus, and this is just a link to it. So when you make changes to it here in the syllabus, your students, when they click on faculty information, will see what you've changed. Now you want to make sure that this information in your syllabus is kept up to date, and I encourage everyone to put an actual picture of themselves here to replace this placeholder picture with a picture of you for your students, because again, this is the only way that the students are going to be able to put a face with the instruction they're getting, and it's a way that they can kind of meet their instructor. You want to make sure that you put something about yourself here, whether it's just about your background, your educational background, personal information, just whatever you think is relevant, whatever you think is going to really connect with your students, and then preferred method of communication. Again, you're going to want to read through the syllabus information that's provided and make changes to areas that are going to be relevant for your course. So certain information you know for sure you're going to be changing, like your grading information, textbook information, and so on. You'll make changes as needed to each of these sections. Also under the course information link, we have a placeholder for a syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is not required, but it can be a really valuable tool for you to use with your students to be assured that your students have read the course syllabus and have understood it, but it can also serve as a meaningful point of contact for that first week where you're required to report back on attendance for students' financial aid. This could serve as a meaningful form of contact. We also have a placeholder for a course outline. Now in this course outline, you can see that it's broken out by module and it shows the topics within each module that the students are going to encounter. You might prefer to have a course calendar or a list of topics that you're going to cover in each course. However you want to do this that you think is going to be important for your students, you can change this information here. Again, the most important piece of this area is going to be the course syllabus. Under the coursework link, you'll include all of your course modules or units, however you're going to modularize your course content. You'll have folders for each one of those in coursework. Within each module, you will have the objective for that module, basically an overview of what the students are going to learn from that module. And then you'll have all of your notes, assignments, if you've got PowerPoint presentations or other kinds of presentations, links to other types of media, whatever you have that's going to support the learning for that learning outcome or learning goal. I'm going to go ahead and click through some other folders that I have in this just so that you can see some navigation tips that we have. As you navigate through folders within any of the folder systems in Blackboard, you'll notice that this information across the top, these are breadcrumbs, and it's kind of a roadmap to where you are. You can always go back to the original folder by clicking on the link in the navigation panel, but if you don't want to go all the way back to the original level, you might want to just go back one level or 2 levels. You can do that by clicking on your breadcrumbs up here at the top. And as you get deeper into the folder structure, you might notice that this truncates and abbreviates some of these links so that you can't see them. But if you mouse over the area that's truncated, you'll notice that you get a message that says click to expand the breadcrumbs. And if you click on that, it goes ahead and expands it all out. So you can click on any one of these as if it were just a regular course link. You can click in your navigation panel to go back to your the original level, or you can step back 1 or 2 levels, however many levels you've got here. So you don't have to go all the way back to the original level and then navigate back to where you were. So again, the coursework information area, the coursework area is going to include all of the notes and content and assignments, tests, quizzes, links to discussion boards, links to wikis, whatever you've got that your students will be working on to meet their learning targets. That's what you're going to find in your coursework section. Now the My Grades section is just for your students. This is just student grades, and this is where they will look to find grades that you've posted for them. When you're grading their assignments, you'll be using the Grade Center, which is under Course Management, Control Panel, and then down to Grade Center. So you would click on Grade Center and then go to whatever section in Grade Center that you need to go to. But students, when they want to see what their grades are for this course, will click on My Grades. The communication link provides a link to course messages, which allows you and your students to message each other kind of in an email system, but only within the Blackboard course that they're in. You might want to turn this off or delete this link so that you don't get confused, because students might tend to think that if they message you here, then they'll get a message back in their regular email. They won't. If you respond to an email here in course messages, it only stays within Blackboard. So you want to make sure that your students understand that. And a lot of our instructors prefer to have messaging outside of, just in their regular NTCC email. The next link is OC Resources. This is a list of resources that are online and available for students that are in online courses, so that if they feel like they're struggling and need additional support, they're not kind of left out there all alone. We do have resources for our online students, and this has been compiled for you and for those students so that all they have to do is click on any one of these links. Now remember, your OC Global team is here to help you with your courses in any way that we can. Please don't hesitate to contact us, and I hope you find that this video has been helpful.